You're listening to Lucky Hawk Talks, the show where Lucky Hawk talks. Now here's your host, Lucky Hawk.
Hello and welcome to another classic edition of Lucky Hawk Talks. I'm your host, Lucky Hawk, and today I've got a huge rap superstar on the show. This episode from October of 2013, I'm speaking to the one and only DJ Paul of the 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia have sold millions and millions of albums. Two of their albums I think went multi-platinum. They're worldwide superstars, and they even won an Oscar. I was lucky enough to get to speak to DJ Paul about winning that Oscar, among a host of other things. So sit back, listen up, try to learn something. Now, around the time you guys formed, violent gangster rap was getting pretty big just then. But you guys decided to take it further with the horror-related themes. What inspired you to take things in that direction?
I used to always collect. You remember the Time Life books?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly. Well, back when they used to advertise all day and night, all these different themed books like War II or whatever, and this and that, I fell in love with the serial killer collection that they put out, the Time Life serial killers books. And I was always fascinated with serial killers. I still am today. And I got in my theater room at my house, I got this picture that I got all the serial killers, well, at least my favorite ones, framed in all these black and white frames on the wall in my theater. And chicks always said spook them out because they feel like the guy's looking at them. Like the motherfuckers either in jail for life or locked up, they're not looking at you. But anyway, fell in love with that, and then just kind of going with that. The first piece of music I ever learned how to play was Halloween. Well, my dad had taught me an organ in the 5th grade. The first thing I started playing is Halloween. And he was like, you got to play something else. You're playing this spooky shit and it's going through the whole house. This and that. So he put me in organ lessons and they taught me how to play Amazing Grace, which is my mama's favorite song. So then I ended up playing that all through the house. It's funny. But I just was in love with the serial killers, man. So, man, Lord, they must put together a group called the Serial Killers. And with that whole little EP was just about, that type of shit and scary music and bass and this and that and all that. And I just went on to form 666 Mafia off of that.
Now, obviously, horror movies had a role in influencing the early style. What are some of your personal favorite horror movies?
All the Jasons up to about 4. Nothing really after 4. Never got into Nightmare on Elm Street. Love Halloween, love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are my 3 favorites on the mainstream. Under that, I like shit like the movie Pieces. I got that on DVD. Tourist Trap, my all-time favorite, probably. And Carrie, if you want to consider that a horror movie. Yes or no? I don't know. There's so many, man. I could go for days. I had to go upstairs and look at my DVD collection and just get more specific on the underground ones. But
yeah.
Those are my favorite ones. Friday the 13th Part 2, to be specific. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1, the original. Tourist Trap, Pieces, and Halloween Part 2. I like Part 1, but I really love Part 2 because I like when they played Mr. Sandman at the end.
Yeah.
It was so cool how they went out with a scary movie where everybody got killed with a little sad-ass, weird song from the 60s. That was so cool and spooky to me.
How does DJ Paul celebrate Halloween?
Man, it depends on if I got a show that night or not. But the one good thing about Halloween is just me and Lord Infamous anniversary. That's when we first decided we was gonna rap. And
Mm-hmm.
on Halloween one year, long time ago, when we was kids. And that's when we wrote our first rap song. So, but that's how, man, Lord, that was anniversary rap. So it's a special day, a life-changing day for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it just depends, man. I usually if I'm in town, I just get dressed up, me and some chicks, and some of my boys, we get dressed up and just go to fucking every party we can fucking find.
Yeah.
And then end up doing one at the house with just us and the additional chicks that we found.
So
last year I dressed like a Destro.
Destro?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now I gotta admit, I was pretty bummed when I found out that Juicy J was taking a break from the group, as I'm sure many fans are.
Yeah.
Do you have an expectation of when he'll come back?
Man, I don't know, man. He's probably never.
Never.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. He having fun over there with Taylor Gang, man. They doing their thing, so shit. I mean, one goes back to the dark side.
Yeah. Well,
the dark side is a different side, man. It's a different side. It ain't all the glamour and the high. Everybody you see me. It ain't that on the dark side. On the dark side, a lot of people don't even know your face.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody know how Tech-9 look. Really, there's people that do. A lot of people don't know how Insane Clown Posse look. So, he doesn't know. I don't know. I mean, he might come back. I can't say what he'll do, man. I don't really know.
But
because, like I said, they're doing their thing over there, so I can tell you what he would do.
Are you and Jay contractually obligated to make another record under 3-6 Mafia name?
We still got our contract with Sony, but we don't have to do it.
Okay.
We don't have to do it. I mean, his project came out through Sony. We got solo contracts with Sony as well, me and him. His project came out through Sony. Okay.
And speaking of the new project, now you've recently gotten several former members of 3-6 back together for the new record. The new group's called the Mafia 6, right?
Yeah.
Now, how hard was it to pull that off after all these years, getting everybody back?
Well, it actually wasn't that hard because me and Country see each other a lot, so we was always still cool. And Lord Influence is my brother, so we always be cool. And the only other ones was Boo and Coop. Now, I figured it would be cool with me and Coop because, Coop used to be like my son. Coop used to live with me when I first signed him back in the day, He lived with me. He didn't really have his parents around. So the only one I had to figure out would be Boo. But I didn't think Boo would be hard because I had already saw some messages from Boo. What's going on with my computer? I already saw some messages from Boo about on Twitter here and now about wanting to back together, and I've heard people that tell me that she said that and this and that she wanted to get back together. So it actually wasn't that hard, man. The first time it was hard for us to get on the phone because I had them going through a rep with my company, Skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't want to talk to the rep. They didn't want to get on the phone with him. They want to talk to me and me on their own. Oh shit. And even though they was going to talk to me, but they just didn't even want the rep to even set up the conference call. They wanted me to call them directly.
Yeah.
So we finally got that out the way, and they finally listened to him, and I went on there and set up the conference call. All of us got on the call, and we just automatically hit it off and started joking and laughing, having a good time, man. It was cool.
Like the old days, huh?
Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about the new record? Do you have a time frame of when it's going to drop?
Yeah, we're going to drop mixtape that's like a sampler mixtape with maybe 7 songs or something. On Halloween.
Oh, good.
And then the real album will come like February of next year.
So let me ask you about when you were up for the Academy Award in 2006. Now, did you have any idea that you would actually win?
Hell no. Oh, no, man. I mean, we was going up against Dolly Parton. Her name alone.
Yeah.
Just those names. That name and that pretty face and sexy body and those huge. you should win. She should win because of that alone.
Yeah.
You know, she already got an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking she would win. But then at the same time, I was kind of thinking that Bird York would win because she had a good song. I thought I liked her song off of the Crash.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can't see how we can win this. You know, both. You know, we got the real popular OG of music here, the Queen of country and this and that. And then you got another woman over here with a beautiful song. So I didn't think we would win.
If I won the Oscar, I'd probably carry it around with me all the time. Now, what did you do with yours? Anything special?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm in my closet. The phone used to cut off there. When I first got it, I went and got a Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
Carry it around.
So you did carry it around. So you did carry it around.
Yeah, I did carry it around. I went and got that Louis Vuitton bag to carry it around with. I called that the house. my Oscar's house. So I got that Louis Vuitton bag and I started carrying it around in there. And then me and Frazier and Juicy and all those was at a party one night. And me and Frazier's Oscar bumped heads by mistake. You know, we were just chilling. I had mine holding by the wayside, he was holding his, and they kind of bumped heads, and they real heavy. And I got a little scratch on the head of it. And I was like, oh shit, it's real small, but if you look close, you can see it. So I was like, oh shit, time to start carrying this around. This is not nothing that you carry around when you're drunk. You know, dropping an iPhone is one thing. You know, you can always place that, go down to the little corner store where the guy fixed the screen for $25, or just put your out-of-box cover on it.
Yeah.
But dropping an Oscar, man, ain't no coming back after that one. I ain't gonna give the black ass another one. So I was like, no, let me put this up, and I stopped carrying it around. But yeah, I would carry it around. I would do one funny thing. I would go to nice restaurants in Beverly Hills, and I would pull up in my Rolls Royce, and the older people, rich white people, already be looking at me like, this car I wanted to get working over, snuck off in the car. So they'd be wondering that. And then, so they'd be looking at me anyway. So I sit down in the restaurant and put the Louis Vuitton bag on the side of me. I wait. I just kind of look in the corner of my eyes and wait. Everybody's pretty much looking at me. And then I pull the Oscar out and sit in the middle of the table. And they whole demeanor, everything about me just changed. It's just like, oh shit. And then walk over there. Are you the guys? I love that song. Man, it'd be so funny just seeing the look on people's faces when you pull that thing out, man. That's what she said.
Oh.
That'd be funny.
Well, obviously, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm just a skinny white dude myself. But you've said in an interview before that white people is your business. Now, I have noticed you guys have a humongous following with white people. I mean, any white person.
That's who listens to us.
Where
white people listen to us.
Where do you think that comes from?
you when it started. I don't know where it come from, but I'll tell you when it started. And we always trip off of this. It started when we started calling ourselves 666.
Oh, wow, okay.
It was just something about that just made them flock to us for some fucking weird reason. I guess because of I don't know, to be honest, man. But when we used to call ourselves Backyard Boss, you know, no white kids in Memphis listened to us.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we changed the name to 666 Mafia, it got their attention. Next day, I know we started doing shows at all white clubs in Memphis. And I was just like, wow. I was like, now we got something. I said, now we got something. And I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I think I don't know, to be honest.
I guess I should ask myself that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's because you know what I think it is?
What's that?
I think that I don't know, man. I think it's the drugs and the stuff that we talk about, and they kind of go with the college life that some of them,
that's a good point.
A time in their life when they be in college and they just wild out for a few years, and then so. You know, just black people would take us a little long to get out of our system. We're 50 years old.
Well,
but I don't know, man. I think that's what they tell me, at least. You know, when they come to me, they always just talk about the triple C's and the music, and they talk about pills that they've done, or they do, or they own, or the alcohol, or whatever, and it just kind of
goes from there, huh? I forgot to ask you earlier. Now that Jay's been away, has that pretty much just put Hypnotized Records just on hold?
Well, now Hypnotized Records will forever be around because we still, sell all those old records.
Yeah.
And as far as bringing out the new artists on it, it's been on hold for that.
Okay.
Because the old stuff will forever be around. We'll forever get paid for that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the bigger Jay get, the bigger those chicks get.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
I can retire in a minute. I'm gonna retire off of Bass.
How many million is it going to take to get you to retire?
Man, I'm never gonna retire.
Never.
Two reasons why. Is one, I'm my biggest fan.
Yeah.
And two is because fans down, because I know how it is to lose somebody, a musician that you love.
Yeah.
You know, I loved Willie Hutch. I had a heart attack I almost had a heart attack when he passed away. I loved Pimp C. That was my brother. I did have a heart attack when he passed away. And I saw both of them passed away. But I met Willie Hutch, and we did a record together. I flew him out to Memphis. We argued over publishing, but we finally got it right.
Yeah.
And after all that, we still never brought the song out, but I did him. Well, I stamped him on and paid him publishing. It was right. And Papa My Collar, and Make Another Song on that record. But he passed away 5 days after it came out. It's fucked up.
Wasn't he on Choose You as well? Wasn't he on that? Project Pats?
And Choose You.
Yeah. It's a great song.
Around and made that for UGK.
Yeah. Let's see. You guys made the entrance music for WWE superstar Mark Henry. Are you yourself a wrestling fan?
Yeah. I am. I was more when I was younger. Not so much now, but I still am. Now when I watch wrestling, I don't watch it for the wrestling. I watch it for the hot wrestling chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Cena, he got him a hot one. I tell you that much. Them twins.
Now,
I get my hands on that other one. But anyway,
now, everybody with a laptop and a microphone, thinks they're a producer these days. But what suggestions do you have for people that want to make it in the industry?
What advice I have to do?
Yes, sir.
Man, basically, man, if you can believe, you can achieve. You know, you gotta believe it. You gotta really believe it. You can't just want it just because it looks cool because somebody else got it or had it in a rap video. Because a lot of times rappers don't speak like rich people. And those ain't really. Videos will get paid $75 a day, and that ain't really any difference.
Yeah.
So you gotta really wanna have it because you think it's really for you, not just because you just want it.
There it is, folks. DJ Paul of 3-6 Mafia, who luckily would eventually get back together, much to DJ Paul's doubts. Now, I hope you enjoyed that episode, and if you did, please let me know in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe to this channel. Now, if you want access to all of my interviews in written format, visit my author page at amazon.com/authors/luckyhawk. It's free if you have Kindle Unlimited, and if not, each volume is only 99 cents. Can't beat that price. So until next time, I'm Lucky Hawk. This has been Lucky Hawk Talks. Take care.